Okay, today we're going to take some time and look at some aspects of what is called grooming. Now, grooming are the steps taken and the manipulations undergone which a predator does in order to gain access to a child to engage in the abuse and to conceal and perpetuate the abuse. We're going to take a look at a few lessons about how grooming happens and see what we can learn about how institutions should be designed in their policies and procedures to try to protect children from predators who may undertake this process. So the first lesson that we want to cover is something I'm going to call "You cannot tell the difference." So here we've got two helpful, happy-looking people. They're upstanding members of their community. They are looked at by their neighbors, by people in their community, by their professional colleagues as decent people. Now, one of these is a sexual predator. Can you tell which one? Now, let me tell you a little bit about both of these people. Okay? So, both of them go out of their way to help other people. Both of them have a special place in their heart for single mothers who have it really tough in this life. You know, they're trying to raise kids on their own. They have a lot of challenges to overcome, and they may need help financially. They may need help as, a handyman around the house. They may be lacking a father figure. And so both of these people are in positions of trust and have been approached by single mothers, and both of them go out of their way to help and to act as father figures, to try to be a good example, to be involved in the lives of the kids of these single mothers so that they can have good examples of father figures, of manhood in the lives of these kids. Both of them, take the kids out for outings, spend time being interested in what the kids are interested in, maybe what cartoons or video games, what's going on in their life, the challenges they have in their lives. And so both of these people start to gain the trust of the children as well as the trust of the parents. To all outside appearances, you cannot tell the difference between these two men. You can't tell which one is the predator and which one is not, because the only way that it eventually comes out that one of them is a predator is that maybe months or years after the fact, one of the child victims of the predator discloses to someone and says, "This is what happened to me." Because it is so difficult to identify grooming behaviors, because in many cases, the things that predators do in order to gain access to the children, in order to deceptively gain the trust of the parents, those things are indistinguishable from what people would do in the capacity of somebody like a religious leader, somebody like a bishop. And since you can't tell the difference, then it's important to have policies which are protective against the predator that is in plain sight, but we can't know who they are. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to review some of those things that predators have to do in order to gain access to children. And then we're going to look at what the difference is between a child who is in an environment where their expectation and normalization of appropriate behaviors for the adults around them are different from where those policies and procedures are not in place.